Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome once again to the Watchlist program on Tuesday. It's the 17th of May, and we are back live on your favorite program here. Let's have a quick look at the market. What's happening? Market is positive today, and we are back into the greens. Dow is up by 231 points, S&P 500 up by 48.56 points, NASDAQ is up by 194 points, and gold is up by 0.08 percentage. Oil is down by 1.58%. Okay, at Magenta Trade, we teach you how to grow your portfolio using option trading strategies. We explain in simple terms how you can participate in the world-leading companies with a fraction of the amount that you would need as normal investment. In the vast ocean of stock market, there are plenty of opportunities to gain from the movement of share prices every day. However, market is unpredictable, volatile, and sometimes complex to understand. In order to be successful, you need a disciplined, rule-based approach developed over a long period of experience in the market and focused on building a long-term portfolio to protect your hard-earned money. Let's have a look at our disclosures quickly. Let me share my screen with you. Hope you can see my screen. All our discussions at Magenta Trade are solely for educational and information purposes. We are not investment advisors, and you should consult a financial advisor before making any investments. Options trading involve exceptional gains, but at the same time, they pose inherent risk. Past results are no guarantee of future gains. We are not finance professionals, and we are not aware of your personal financial circumstances. For more disclosures, you can visit our website, www.magentatradecom. A quick few words about me. I have been actively trading in stocks, ETFs, futures, options, warrants, CFDs, and currencies for more than 15 years. I have turned my personal trading and passion and of course experience into professional coaching. Recently, we have formed the company Magenta Trade to share with you my strategies of success in trading using simple terms and techniques. My favorite areas of coaching are trade management and money management. I have experienced immense potential of trading options based on stocks and ETFs, and I help you understand how they might help you build a steady and reliable retirement income stream. As a coach, I focus on a daily routine, follow simple rule-based strategy, use simple tools to enter and exit the trades, and manage your positions in 15-20 minutes every day. Okay, first let's have a quick look of some of the earnings results today. JD.com, one of my favorites of 2020 and 2021. JD.com reported first quarter March 2022 earnings of 40 cents per share on a revenue of $37.8 billion, whereas the expectation was only 24 cents per share with a revenue of $36.5 billion. JD.com is an online direct sales company in China. Recently, the company, along with other Chinese companies, are very in turmoil because of certain restrictions being placed both in China and in the US. The SEC have been asking for additional information and additional listing requirements as part of their listing rules. And that's why many of these companies were at the bottom recently. Okay, in terms of revenue, there is an increase of 18% from the first quarter of 2021 for JD. Net service revenues for the first quarter of 2022 were $5.6 billion, an increase of 26.3% from first quarter of 2021. Income from operations was $0.4 billion and compared to the RMB 1.7 billion for the same period last year. Annual active customer accounts increased by 16.2% to 580.5 million in the 12 months ended in March 31st. 2022 from 499.8 million in the 12 months ended March 31, 2021. Net loss attributable to ordinary shareholders for the first quarter of 2022 was RMB 3 billion, that is 0.5 billion US dollars. Okay, let's move on to the next company, Home Depot. For Home Depot, in the first quarter, April 2022, earnings of $4.09 per share on revenue of $38.9 billion, whereas the estimate was only 3.67 cents per share or dollars per share on revenue of $36.4 billion. Revenue grew 3.8%. The company said it expects fiscal 2023 earnings of approximately $16.31 per share on revenue of approximately $155 billion. The company's previous guidance was earnings of approximately $15.92 per share on revenue of slightly $151.15 billion. Home Depot is a home improvement retailer. Its stores sell an assortment of building materials, home improvement, and lawn and garden products, provide a number of services as well. Okay, comparable sales for the first quarter of fiscal 2022 increased by 2.2%, and comparable sales in the US increased 1.7%. Net earnings for the first quarter of fiscal 2022 were $4.2 billion or $4.09 per diluted share, representing a 6% increase in diluted earnings per share. Okay. At the end of first quarter, the company operated a total of 2,316 retail stores in all 50 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, the US Virgin Islands, Guam, 10 Canadian provinces, and Mexico. Tax rate of approximately 24.6%, and total sales growth and comparable sales growth of approximately 3%. Okay, let's move on to another company. By the way, the shares were more or less up by 1.5% currently. The next company in the earnings is Walmart. Walmart has a pretty disappointing results in terms of the market. Walmart reported first quarter April 2022 earnings of $1.30 per share on revenue of $141.6 billion, whereas the estimate was about $1.46 per share on revenue of $138 billion. The company said it expects a second quarter earnings of $1.56 per share or slightly higher on revenue of more than $148.1 billion. And the company also said it now expects fiscal 2023 earnings of approximately $6.40 per share on revenue of approximately $595.66 billion. The company's previous guidance was earnings of approximately $6.78 per share on revenue of approximately $589.94 billion. Walmart, of course, it's a chain of retail stores of various formats across the US. And in terms of revenue, the revenue was up by 2.4% in terms of dollars. Growth negatively affected by $5 billion due to divestitures and $0.4 billion from currency. Walmart US comparative sales grew 3% and 9% on a 2-year stack. E-commerce growth was 1% or 38% on a 2-year stack. global advertising business grew more than 30%. Okay, let's move on. At Magenta Trade, we base our strategies on three dimensions of investment: long-term capital growth, building a retirement portfolio over a long period of time, generating regular income using stocks and option trading strategies, and ensuring your capital is adequately protected against severe market downturns so that your hard-earned money is not wasted in adventure. Now let's look at some of the recent trades that we closed in the last 2-3 weeks. SPX gain of 15.5% in 5 days. Workday WBAY gain of 8% in 10 days. Another SPX trade gain of 14.65% in 3 days. Apple gain of 13.25% in 6 days. Microsoft gain of 10.84% in 6 days. Apple, another trade gain of 15.32% in 3 days. MACD gain of 7.9% in 15 days. And SPX, another gain of 15.38% in 5 days. So these trades in the last 2-3 weeks. While trading, we believe you should be confident of why you're investing using specific criteria of entry and exit, following effective proven strategies to grow your portfolio and safeguarding your capital from the massive volatility in the market. You should always look for opportunities in the market, whether the stocks are going up, down, or sideways. Our strategies should consider all scenarios that market presents to us to explore new opportunities every day. At Magenta Trade, we teach you how to follow the simple steps to explore and invest in stocks and options following clearly defined rules to trade management, entry, and exit. Practice the simple steps, use the available tools and resources, follow the rules so that the process becomes mechanical and efficient. Investment is a process of consistently applying the techniques that we teach on a regular basis and aim for success with perseverance and analysis. Even when the odds are against you, you need to follow the rules to protect yourself and maintain discipline to attain long-term results. Finally, investing is a process of continuous learning. There's no better investment than educating yourself with better strategies and techniques. At Magenta Trade, our complete focus is on educating the investors and traders so that they can find new opportunities by themselves and do their best with their investments. In our options trading masterclass program, we teach you the fundamentals of options trading, factors determining the price of options, how the options help you make significant gains using small investments, and how you can protect your traditional investment in stocks and make regular income in your portfolio. We follow a step-by-step approach for entry and exit in different market conditions to explore trading opportunities. Our rule-based strategies help you find profitable trades using simple tools and techniques. We teach you how to manage your trades on a daily basis based on developing market conditions. In order to handhold you in this learning curve, during the program, we help you with live trading sessions where we make real life trading and show you the positions that we are trading. For more information on our courses and learning material, please visit our website, www.magentatradecom. In this watchlist program, we navigate through the market, discuss about earnings, major announcements, and market developments. We browse through some of the stocks that we keep on adding in our watch list. Okay, now let's move on to the market, and I'll switch off my video there so that you can see the screens properly. SPX, S&P 500 is up by 60 points or 1.53%. I just zoomed in on this chart from yesterday, and as you can see, we are still below the trend line. So there could be a few possibilities here. We could say that after breaking this major support line at 4062, that was our major support line, and it was broken not once, it was broken at least 4 times in the past week. But since then, it has actually bounced for last 2-3 days. Today, it's a higher high, higher low, and the open was above yesterday's open, and the current price is also above yesterday's close. Today, it is up by 63 points in terms of S&P 500. but it is still below this trend line. So I'm like, we are still maybe in that channel. If you quickly, sorry, if we quickly draw the channel from, let's say, here, it's still a channel, and we are not still out of that. So it is a possibility that again, the stock or the daily bar touches here in this line and comes back. So that could be a real possibility. And let's see what happens in the market. The market is full of uncertainties at this moment. There are a number of challenges in terms of inflation, in terms of the rates. The Ukraine war is not over yet. And of course, there are concerns regarding supply from China and other. There are COVID-related concerns. Still, there are people who are dying from that COVID, and the pandemic is not yet really over in many countries. Well, we are currently ignoring them probably, but in terms of daily lifestyle, we have opened up, but the reality is that it could be again in any time we could be back to lockdown or some kind of restrictions once again. So the challenges do remain, and we need to be cautious here. Let's see how the market plays out. One of the major reasons of positivity today, Warren Buffett is back on the shopping spree. So I'll come back to that news, but let's quickly look at other indices. NASDAQ is up by 197 points today, 1.68%. Dow is up by 361 points, that's 1.12%. And dollar index is down by 0.7% in terms of currency. And it's taking a major support there at the 30 WMA level. VIX is down by 5% again today. So the volatility is getting down, and it has broken that 30 WMA mark. Oil is down by 1%. Gold is currently down by 0.37%, and silver is more or less flat, you can say. Okay, let's go to this. And also in terms of cryptos, those who are interested, well, personally I'm not, but those who are interested, Bitcoin is down by $167 in terms of value today, minus down by 0.5%, and Ethereum is more or less flat today. In terms of news, one of the biggest news is the investment in Citibank by Warren Buffett, almost $3 billion stake they have purchased. We have already discussed about Walmart. Walmart is down by almost 11% today. Let's have a quick look. Walmart, because of the earnings results, it's down by almost 11.5% currently, based on this earnings result, and it has broken through all the moving average. There's a 50 moving average. Previously, it has already built, broken the 20 moving average and five-day moving average. So Walmart is a major decline there today. But Citigroup, one of the stocks in our chart, in our watch list, is up by 8% today, based on the news that Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway added more than 55 million shares, almost $3 billion. The stock has been underperforming for last many months, but this is a big boost to the stock now, and it could be on a positive trajectory there. Let's see. It has broken through the 20 days moving average here, and probably it will catch up with the 50 days moving average. But we need to see overall our market in terms of how they play out that. They have been doing well above the actual like estimates for the last many quarters, and in terms of income, that has also been increasing. Profit margin, in profit margin terms, the stock year to date it's down by 15%, and on a last 12 months it's down by 33%. However, in terms of analysts, it's still a buy rating. Okay. So as you can see, I am using the trading view chart, and if you'd like to follow the or if you'd like to get this software so you can get started with free, I'll give you this link that I am using, and you can start from there as well, or you can visit their website. Okay, the next company in the line or in terms of news is Paramount Global. Paramount Global is up by almost 14% today. Again, Berkshire took a stake there worth $2.6 billion. At the end of the quarter, the media company was Berkshire's 18th largest holding. So that's got a big boost. Again, the stock was down by 20% year on year before today's fall. So not with today's fall. So before today's fall, it was maybe almost down by 25% or so. Again, it's at the buy level in terms of technicals. Okay, the other one is United Airlines. United Airlines holdings is up by 7.4% today amid the news that Federal Aviation Administration cleared 52 Boeing 777 planes to fly again after they were grounded for engine failure. The planes represent 10% of United's capacity. United has said it plans to bring the planes back gradually starting later this month. The other company in the news today is TakeTwo. TakeTwo is up by 12.3%. Despite light guidance and a miss on booking metrics from the video game company, analysts are expecting a better outlook after the company closes a pending acquisition of Zynga. Tencent Music. Tencent Music is down by 1.93%. They also announced their earnings. Earnings per share was 3 cents per share, as against expectation of 7 cents per share. Revenue was $977 million, down by almost 5% below the expectation. The other company is AMD. That company has been jumping in terms of value in the last few days. The stock jumped more than 8% after Piper Sandler upgraded to overweight from neutral, and said shares could rally nearly 50% after dipping this year. So that is definitely a big jump today. And in terms of trend line, let's see. Even if you consider this as the trend line there, and probably This is the bearish trend line there. But of course, there is a strong reversal sign there for last few days, and their earnings were very good, and it was almost at the bottom of the the chart since last the 52-week high there. It lost almost 50% there from $164 to the lowest was below at $84 or something like that. So actually 52-week range, it came to $72. So yeah, there was a lot of scope, and I believe that company is a strong company, and that's why it's in our watch list as well. Let's see how the market plays out this one. Workday. Sorry. Workday quickly, it's down by 2.29%, and because of the UBS downgraded the stock. That's one of the big news there. Their earnings is due on 26th of May, in a few days. Okay, let me see if there are any other news items available there. Otherwise, we'll just go back to our list, have a quick look what's happening. Apple is back up today, 2.5%. Accenture is up by 1.85%. In terms of Apple, it is at a good point of support, and definitely it's at the level where it is you can, like, if someone wants to enter, that's a pretty good level. And there was a support at this level of 138 from where it bounced. Let me see of a longer term. Yes, 138 was a strong support level there. And from there it bounced in the last few days. But let's see how the market plays. I'm not sure really whether we are out of the woods there, whether we touched the bottom. There are some major concerns that we need to address in terms of the economy, and we lost a lot of investors in the last few months because of the volatility, because of the big correction, or you can say downward bearish trend. A lot of people who got into investment during the COVID, when in the lockdown, a lot of people were at home at that time, especially using this Robinhood platform. That a lot of people signed up for investment in terms of not only in the US, globally as well. A lot of people started investing, and many of them probably some of them have lost money as well, and they took their money out of the system. Similarly, there were a lot of big institutions who have pulled back the money in the last few days. All the markets have been down, and even in terms of the bonds, people have been withdrawing the funds. So at this moment, I'm not really sure whether that money is coming back into the market or not. Definitely, Mr. Buffett is back in the market, but I'm not sure about others. And many of the IPOs that have been launched across the globe, they have not performed very well. The market in China is still in the downside, and there are concerns of the supply chain. There are concerns of the workers' pay, whether there would be an upward surge in terms of minimum wages in many of the countries. Even in the US, there is a bit of discussion there. Let's see, how the market reacts to all those kind of concerns. There is no improvement on the war front. There is no well, there is some assurance from the Fed, probably that rate hike won't be that steep, and that would be more or less in line, or you can say as per the requirements of the economy in the next few months. So that may not be so steep that was expected earlier. But let's see how other things play here. Okay. Analog devices is up by 4%. Applied materials is up by 5.4%. Ambarella is up by 6%. And Amazon is up by 3%. Activision is still at 78. Amex is up by 3.6% on the positive news of Citibank, I would say. Bank of America is up by 3.5%. Bumble is again up by 4%. Berkshire is, of course, up by 1.6%. Yeah. In terms of other companies, even Disney is up today by 2.7%. DHI is up by 2.8%. Enphase is up by 3.7%. GoodRx is up by 6.4%. So it's at the still at the bottom there, GoodRx. And it came down from all the way up to $48. Google is up by 1.4%. MasterCard is up by 2.8%. Morgan Stanley is up by 3.93%. Micron is up by 5.4%. So it's good that, most of the stocks in our watch list are in positive today. It feels good that it's all in green. NVIDIA is up by 5%. Oracle is up by 2.97%. Teladoc is also up by 2.5%. Tesla is up by almost a 5% today. TakeTwo is up by 12%, as we discussed earlier. Even Twitter is up. Upstart is up by 18%. Upstart Holdings. And Unity Software is also up by 6.5%. Okay, so that's about it. Thanks a lot for watching. And I'd go back to my trading room and start some trading probably in the current market scenario. And I'll update you when we get we close another position. Thanks a lot for joining, and see you again tomorrow. Have a great rest of the day.